The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Welcome, everyone, to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. And each week, we bring you the goings-on in our towns and villages. This week, we're going to be starting out with Jackie Main, who's representing the village of Honeoye Falls. Jackie, what's going on there?
Well, hello. Thank you for hosting. I want to start by thanking all of our DPW employees for their diligent efforts to keep our roads and our sidewalks clear. They're always focused on our safety, and we do appreciate their efforts, especially this time of year. I also want to thank our first responders. Again, they're always there when we need them, and I want to make sure that they know we do not take them for granted. So now, on to village news. We've received quite a few concerns from our residents regarding two codes in particular. The first one is unregistered vehicles, and the second is noise violations or concerns. Let's start with unregistered vehicles. They are prohibited by village code. The code number is 176. There can be exceptions to having an unregistered vehicle, but there are permits that are required. So I highly recommend that you go to our website and read the code 176 if you need more information. As far as the village noise code is concerned, that is code number 114, so 114. In particular, the concerns have been registered regarding construction. We have had the board, that is, has had lengthy discussions and are doing our due diligence to research to make sure that any final draft of an update or a change to the code will be acceptable for all. That is, again, an ongoing discussion and is covered in our monthly board meetings. Please call the village office during normal business hours if you need clarification or have any questions on either one of those codes. The last item that I have is our village board has set our budget meetings. Yay! They are currently scheduled for March 7th, March 14th, and March 21st. They are at the village hall and they begin at 8 a.m. and all are welcome. And that's really all I have. Stay safe, be warm, and thank you again.
Thanks, Jackie. Well, we got this in from Joe Alati, supervisor of the town of Mendon, who reports that this past Tuesday, the town board held its second meeting of the year. And Joe would like to highlight a recent communication initiative undertaken by the Mendon Highway Department. Last week, Highway Superintendent Peter Doyle and Deputy Superintendent Denise Dexter approached the town board with an idea about having a Facebook page for the highway department on which they could post timely updates with pertinent, sometimes critical, information, such as road closures, repairs, brush pickups, and more. Increasingly, highway departments around the area have been creating their own pages because it allows them to immediately communicate relevant news to the public. For example, when 4 inches of rain fall in under 2 hours, which can result in a road needing to be temporarily shut down. So the town board approved a resolution empowering the highway department to operate this page so they can get useful information out to the public. The full text of the resolution will be available on the Mendon Town website under Minutes. If you're on Facebook, please keep your eyes peeled for the highway page to come online and follow it to receive important updates about our roadways. Many thanks to Pete and Denise for undertaking this initiative to increase communications to our community. Coming up next on February 4th, the planning board meets. Through February 10th, tax payments can be made with no interest to the town clerk. Please keep in mind that unless otherwise noted, all town business takes place at the Town Hall, 16 West Main Street, right next to the waterfall. If you're looking for the Village Hall, that's across the bridge on East Street. All the best. Keep warm and safe as the temperatures drop and the snow comes. Rest assured, the Mendon-Honeoye Department will keep our roads safe. That's from Joe Alati, Supervisor of the Town of Mendon. Jackie, anything more to add?
No, not at this time. Enjoy your
Okay.
day.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you all for watching. Remember, this program airs every Sunday at 1 o'clock on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You like the page and subscribe to the channel, and those platforms will notify you when the broadcast begins. Otherwise, you can read about it in the transcript in next week's newspaper. That's all for now. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.